Let's take a look at how to create, save, and open a workbook. First of all, the general rule on creating workbooks is if you have information that is very much different from each other, you should create new workbooks. For example, when I was teaching in the classrooms, I taught both high school and college. I kept my grade books as Excel workbooks. I also maintained a monthly home budget. All three of these could be kept in one workbook, but it wouldn't make sense, and it would make finding that information hard, especially if I added more and more information to it. Let's actually look at opening a new workbook. When you open Excel, you're going to be presented with this default screen. From here, you can look for templates, create new workbooks, or use ones that you've used in the past. So let's talk about each of these in a little bit more detail. Up here, you have the templates. Notice you also have templates built in down here. Think of a template as kind of hamburger helper or shake and bake or something like that, where part of the recipe and part of the cooking is already done for you. You don't have to start from scratch. So for example, if I wanted something for a monthly company budget, I don't have to create one from scratch because there's a template right here. If I wanted to do an invoice, I don't have to start from scratch. There's one here. If you don't see something that you want, you can, of course, search for it online, or you can also pick one of the pre-made choices. So for example, budget. I click on that, it searches online, and I have different pre-made budgets that I can use as far as templates go. And you can see there's a lot of different options, from personal monthly budgets to a wedding budget tracker, and a whole bunch of different options. So that are the different templates that you can use. Let's say that you want to create a blank workbook. You want to start from scratch. Well, we got you covered there because there is the blank workbook option. You click on that and it opens up a new blank workbook. Something else you can do is use recently used workbooks. Now, yours might be a little different than mine. For me, mine are down here on the bottom left-hand side. If you're already in a workbook, so let me open up a new blank workbook. Let's say that you're already in a workbook and you want to create a new one. You can do this two ways. One is to go to File and click New Blank Workbook, or you can save some time and use a keyboard shortcut by holding Ctrl and hitting N, and it creates a brand new workbook for you. So that's the keyboard shortcut. Workbooks also have a cool little feature, or I should say Excel has a cool little feature, by allowing you to import different data sources. To do this, we need to go to our Data tab and look for the Get and Transform Data buttons here along the ribbons. So from here, we can import things from the web, we can import things from a text file, we can even import data from Facebook. Now doing that's a little bit beyond the scope of the class, but you get the idea. There's a lot of functions here as far as getting information into Excel, so you can analyze them. One of the things that we do need to be able to do is import data from a text file. This is pretty standard. So let me show you what we're going to be using. Here is a window with the Import Me file. Here is a text file with some basic information: last name, first name, city, state. This is a text file. Notice I'm opening up in Notepad. And in this simple text file, I have some basic information. I have information with some general location stuff. I want to be able to get this into here. And there's a very easy way to do it. To create a brand new workbook, let me click back on the workbook for you. We go to File, we go to Open, we go to Browse, we look for the file. In that case, it's right here, Import Me. Now you might not have this showing. You might have something like this where nothing shows. That's fine. That's normal. That's the general default way it's going to work. If you don't see your text file, go over here and you can either click Text Files or you can just do All Files. So now it's showing me the Import Me, which is my text document. I'm going to click Open. A text import wizard shows up. A wizard is there to guide you through steps. It's there to help you out. I have a delimited file. I have commas and tabs that separate the field. In fact, I have columns that separate the field. Here's a preview of the file. We're going to keep an eye on this as we go through. My data has headers as last name, first name, city, state, so I'm going to click there. I'm going to click Next. Here is how we can say how that information was separated from each other. Well, I didn't use tabs and I didn't use semicolons. Let's take a look back at the file. I used commas. So I'm going to go down here. Let me uncheck tabs. When I check commas, watch what happens down here. Ready? I'm hitting commas now. Notice it separated them out. Let me uncheck commas. Click commas again. So I'm getting a data preview of what the file is going to look like. I'm going to click Next. I don't really need to worry about any of that. I'm going to click Finish. And it has created for me a new workbook based off of that text file. This is something you definitely need to know how to do for the Microsoft Office Specialist exam. This creates a new workbook based off the text file. But let's say you didn't want to create a new workbook. You wanted to import it into an existing workbook. Well, we got you covered there. Let me close this out first, and I'll show you how to do that. To import it into an existing workbook, let me click in a cell. Let me click where I want to put it in. I'm going to go back up to my Data tab. I'm going to go back over here to the Get and Transform Data area. I'm going to click on Get Data from File. I'm going to click from Text. I'm going to click on my text file. I'm going to click Import. Notice the dialog window's a little bit different. This is different than what we saw before, which is fine. How do we want to separate our data? We use a comma for that one. Where do we want to put it all? Well, we got it right there. Let me put Load. And there you go. We have now imported that information into an existing worksheet. One of the other things you really need to know how to do is save your workbook. This is fairly simple to do. We are going to go to File. If this is the first time I've used this workbook, notice it's got a generic name. It's called Book 7. I probably want to use Save As. Save As allows me to specify a new name and allows me to specify a location for the workbook. This is most likely what you're going to use the first time you save a workbook. So let me click on Save As. I can browse for my location, or I can use something that's already been used in the last few weeks. It kind of speeds up the time. Let me click Browse, and I have different locations I can put them in. So I can go searching for different locations on my computer to put this file in. Let me call this Example. Click Save. And the name of the workbook is changed to Example. Once I've already saved it, if I want to save it again, I can again go to File, and I can go to Save. That's the long way to do it. Instead, I would recommend either going up here to the Quick Access toolbar and clicking the Save button, or simply using the keyboard shortcut, and you can see it right there, which is Ctrl and S. Now let's say that you want to open a workbook. Again, fairly simple to do. File, and click on Open. Notice I have recent opened items here, but I can also go to Browse and locate the different files that I want. Something else I can do is if I'm going to use a file a lot, if I'm going to be using a workbook a lot, I can go to that workbook and notice to the far right, this little thing appears. Let me hover off of it, and this little thing appears. This is so I can pin it, let me click on it, to my workbook. Notice I've got this pinned now. So whenever I open up again, I'll always have that up there. So if you're using a workbook quite a lot, you can pin it to your open area so you don't have to go searching for it.